Just making a real quick video on doing shit when you don't feel like doing it. So something that, was it Brian Tracy? Something Elliot talked about, he would mention a lot in these videos. I think it's Brian Tracy. And it's do what you need to do in order to be successful. Do what needs to be done, whether you feel like it or not. This was always one of my favorite quotes, my favorite things that I would hear. And it would always sort of inspire me. And I wasn't sure why exactly, but as my understanding of energy and different aspects of life has grown, I've grown to understand it more and more. And from a warrior's perspective, from the perspective of a man who, in the case of the nice guy, whose masculine energy has dropped. Okay? So they're more in the feminine. You might say they're being a little bitch, or they're being soft, or whatever derogatory thing you want to talk about when a man is in his feminine. I actually believe that those type of attacks or vitriol that are sort of given out by people come from a tribal, instinctive place of if the men in our tribes aren't on point in their masculinity, we'll get slaughtered. So I actually think that comes from a very primal place, but that's a side tangent. So doing what you need to do, whether you feel like it or not, the reason this is so crucial for men, especially nice guys, is that to feel, to be governed by your emotions is in the feminine. So feminine energy, and again, this is not about men and women. You know, I've had this conversation with a few women and they start reacting, like defensively. What do you mean women can do everything a man could? It's not to do with gender roles, ladies. So if you hear this video and you feel yourself starting to get pissed off, or like, just chill for a sec. It's not about gender roles, okay? It's not. This is about energy. So it applies to men and women when you're on your mission in life. A woman on her mission in life, if she's entrepreneurial or warrior-like, is in her masculine. So this would also apply to her, but for now I'm just speaking to guys. So the feminine energy is associated with everything that moves and changes. It is emotion. It is the weather. It is the ocean itself. It is everything in the world, creation. Everything that changes is feminine energy. Masculine energy is associated with unchanging consciousness. And this is the reason why if a woman and a man have a discussion or a debate, the man's always trying to bring it to a halt, to a conclusion. Yeah, but just do this. Okay, but let's just fix it. And the woman just wants to have the conversation. So the woman wants the variety and the ever-changing nature of that discussion. She wants to feel the fullness of the emotion. Okay? Women, the reason that a lot of women like to buy a lot of shoes or try different cakes or whatever it is to do with experiencing the fullness of life. Now, doing what you need to do, whether you feel like it or not, means you are ignoring your emotional desires. So like right now, for instance, what made me think of it is like I'm about to go and start Ubering. I don't really feel like it. I'd rather just go home and be comfortable. But I'm going to do it anyway. And I'm going to do it because I know that it will help me be successful. Not only because I'll make more money, but also because I'm training myself to do what needs to be done, whether I feel like it or not. And when you take the emotions out of the equation, when you become focused, when you hone in on that goal or that mission, you increase masculine energy. Now, this is synonymous with people back in the hunter-gatherer days, hunting animals. It's synonymous with going to war. So it's all about increasing that masculine energy through putting the emotions aside and focusing on the task at hand. That's what increases masculine energy. And that's why both men and women can increase their masculine energy by doing this. So I am going to do it as an exercise, as a way of improving myself as a person. And so I thought I would make this video. It's not quite short now, it's more like 6 minutes. Just to emphasize, one of the biggest issues that nice guys have is not being in their masculine. Not embodying masculine energy, unwavering, deep inner purpose. The strong, silent type, that's a cliche that is actually representative of masculine energy. That's it.